all out as what they did in the previous game.
What they gotta do? What they do last game? That's a real question? You for real?
No, what I'm asking is just really trying to get an idea of what they need to do.
So what the bench do the last game?
If I was the commissioner, this hoe would be out the league after I fine her if she did it again. She shouldn't even be playing basketball. Shouldn't be in this league. Should be on O block, spinning the block on her ops. I guarantee if she was married to her teammate, had her titties cut off, and was causing a fire with all that rug burn, she'd be on the Olympic team, all right? Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bola, bringing you another video for educational purposes only. Today, we're going to be talking about women's basketball, Olympic team, the WNBA, and it's going to perfectly demonstrate why women should not be in these leadership positions. They let their emotions cloud their judgment to make better business decisions. It's actually terrible, and the people that invest in this company or whatever it is should be able to sue because they're willingly going against their own interests. Okay, they're blowing layups on purpose, okay? Sabotaging their own game, it's crazy. But let's watch. It's going to be a two-parter. First, we're going to be looking at this nappy-headed hoe, Kalia Cooper. The WNBA finally has a couple sets of eyes to see what the league is about. Can you ball? Are you going to irritate me? Are you going to be good examples for my kids? That's what people want to know. And let's look at this. Kalia Copper. Happy birthday never changed. No, you should be telling this bitch to change immediately, and you will be fined right now, possibly for more money or suspended if you keep this bullshit up. That's what should be happening.
It looks like the bench production, you didn't get a lot of it in this game here. Talk about what they need to do going forward.
You said what?
The bench. Not score a lot in this game here, give you a lot of production. What do you have to do next in the next few games to help you guys most likely get to the next level?
It's a very simple question, obviously, but 90% of those questions are going to be kind of softballs. Just answer something. Honestly, you're lucky anyone's asking you a question because no one gives a fuck about your league. You're lucky you're able to sit here and have a press conference about a game no one gives a fuck about. So answer the question with a big smile on your face and be pleasant. So maybe people will buy your corny ass jersey for whatever team. I guess the Sky, Chicago Sky.
What does the bench have to do?
Yes.
What did you...
I was saying that the bench didn't give a lot of production today in this game here. What do they got to do to help you all out as what they did in the previous game?
What they gotta do? What they do last game? That's a real question? You for real?
No, what I'm asking is just really trying to get an idea of what they need to do.
So what the bench do the last game?
If I was the commissioner, this hoe would be out the league after I fine her if she did it again. She shouldn't even be playing basketball. Shouldn't be in this league. Should be on O block, spinning the block on her ops. That's how this bitch's attitude is, bro. The fuck?
They play well. They play well.
So what they do this game?
Today they didn't do well this game.
Okay, so what they gotta do? Score, right?
Yep.
All right, bet. That's it, right?
Yeah. Bro, first off, basketball is about scoring. So you can say that about everything. We didn't score as many points. We need to score more points next time. So why even have press conferences? It's called nuance. It's called nuance. Okay, maybe they didn't score. Yeah, they didn't score this game, but, next time if their shots aren't falling, maybe they could facilitate. Maybe, grab a couple more rebounds. Maybe not shoot so many threes. There's nuance. You're supposed to be the professional. You're supposed to explain to him the different facets of the game and how your teammates can impact that. Very simple. People like this, all these scissor and hoes, need to get kicked out the league for the more feminine type. I'm sorry, the Cameron Brinks, Angela Reese to a degree. She wants to play tough guy, but she cries every time people get on her too much. But prettier, more pleasant women. Honestly, this shit should not be flying because it's a turnoff for the people that you're trying to attract. Yeah, this bitch need to be on O block with a switch or something, spinning on her ops. But now we're gonna talk to the Caitlin Clark hate. It's quite disgusting, and it's quite obvious to why it's happening. This is the U.S. basketball chair, Jen Rosati, okay? And I'm going to prove to why she's full of shit on her reasoning of not selecting Caitlyn. We all know it's because she's a straight white woman, and they got a thing against that. I guarantee if she was married to her teammate, had her titties cut off, and was causing a fire with all that rug burn, she'd be on the Olympic team, all right? And I'm going to show you why. But Caitlyn Clark left off.
It'll mostly be the players that made the team, but you know, there's no avoiding the conversation around who didn't. So I'm happy to address it. I think obviously we know the success that Caitlyn had in college, and she's had a tremendous start to the WNBA season so far.
Not really. She's shooting terrible, but still she's got eyes on the league, and I trust she will get better. I do think she'll get better. I mean, right now the women have it out for her. It's pretty obvious. You see the highlights. They are definitely targeting her. But outside of that, she needs to get a little tougher, know how to deal with the physicality a little bit better. And I think she'll do that.
And, you know, we feel like she's been a part of the USA basketball family, and we certainly hope that she will continue to be a part of that in the future. But, you know, essentially it was the committee's job to pick the 12 that based on our selection criteria. And, you know, there, as much as you want to maybe make conversation around how we should have considered TV viewership or jersey sales or popularity, that wasn't the purview of the committee to have.
Well, that's why the wage gap exists, because the stupid bitches like you are put in the positions of power for a business that wants to make money, and you are out your mouth saying we made no decisions that were to impact popularity and making money. The women in basketball are so far ahead of the world. They could put the B squad and win convincingly. You do not need the 12 best players in your league or from America to represent you. The men don't do it, especially not in 1992. Magic Johnson just got diagnosed. Larry Bird was finished. Christian Laettner didn't even step on an NBA court yet. He was just considered the best college player at that point. Isaiah Thomas should have made it over John Stockton, but there was an issue with him and Jordan. And obviously Jordan's the bigger draw, so you're going to capitulate to him. It's a business decision because it's a business. You just out your own mouth said, we're going to send some dykes because we don't like this girl. And I'm going to prove to you that the stuff she's saying is full of shit.
Those discussions. The selection criteria were very clear.
Very clear.
It was made very clear to us. And so eventually, you know, we had to block out some of that outside noise. And it wasn't, it was a hard decision for a lot of players that didn't make the team. And so
it wasn't. I'm pretty sure she made it very clear she's on Team Sausage. Okay? And y'all were not happy about it. You wanted her to be munching on your muffins. That's what y'all wanted.
I feel like out of respect for the entire pool, I want to make note of the fact that there was a lot of women that committed their time in past Olympics and past World Cups, and enormous amount of camps where they made sacrifices to be there that didn't make this team. And so there was a lot of players that were tough to leave off the team. And I think that's why it was important for our committee to hone in on the criteria that we were given and make this about basketball. And I know a lot of men that pay attention to women's basketball, and I would hope-
and all of them think you're stupid. Because, yes, winning's important, but talent-wise, you are so far ahead of the field that Caitlyn Clark would have just been out there, probably on an island by herself because everyone else is good. She could have been bombing out threes, making the league look good, having people say, oh my God, who is this woman playing like this? I've never seen it. Let me watch your league. Let me buy a jersey. That could happen. Not only that, she's a great representative. I haven't heard this girl say anything offensive. She gets bullied, beat up, and instead of saying, man, F that bitch, like Kalia Copper, she's like, yeah, she just went for the ball, it just knocked me over the head. It just kind of happened. Like, she's a great representative on and off the court. And you kept her off because she's Team Sausage. And y'all are mad about it.
That the journey that this team is about to take and the unprecedented amount of success that they've had is story enough for people to want to follow it and to market it and to pay attention to these extraordinary 12 women.
Yeah, because that worked the last 30 years, right? We got our best players and they all got their own special stories. No one gives a fuck. Everyone has walked on this earth and developed their own stories and narratives, and no one gave a fuck. They give a fuck about Caitlin Clark. You know why? Because she plays stylistically like a fucking man. And most of y'all are still blowing layups, boink, from right under the basket. She's out here launching from 30, off a step back. It's amazing to watch. Even if she's not shooting well, when she hits them, it's still a oh shit kind of moment. That's why people first get intrigued. Then they're like, okay, wow, she's actually nice. She's not cursing. She's not acting like a thug. Wow. I'm intrigued. I want to keep on watching this. No one cares about their stories. You've had these hoes on here for 15 years on these basketball teams. No one cares.
Are going to be representing us this summer in Paris. I think
This is the bullshit right here.
It's going to be a different conversation, you know, based on the pool of talent that you have.
No players under 26, huh?
You know, I feel like we're running into this a little bit on our WNBA rosters where the talent pool is so deep and there's so few spots, right? And so every coach and GM is clamoring to get a developmental spot so we can develop our youth. And I think it is an important part of the game. But I also think that, you know, it's been documented that people hit their peak in their athletic careers when they're in their late 20s and so, or mid to late 20s. And so we're talking about these college players that are phenomenal and they're going to be future stars of our game coming out of college and playing against women that are at their peak or that have years of experience. But we never once talked about the age of a player when it came down to making this decision, because there's a lot of players that are at the 26 and 27 year range that didn't make this team.
Coincidentally, it's the year Caitlin Clark is eligible. Like, she's coming out the league and she's the hot shit. All of a sudden you want to impose an age restriction, huh? Right? Okay, now let's look at the 2004. We're going to go back 20 years. Let's see who's there. 23-year-old Sue Bird. 24-year-old Ruth Riley. Tamika Catchings, 25. Diana Taurasi, 22. 22. 24, Swin Cash. Let's look at 2008. Did they have anyone under 26? 1, 2, 23. 22, Candace Parker. Wow. 25. Okay, so we've had multiple. Let's see 2012. 23. 25. 23. Let's see. This is 2016, right? Okay, 2016. We've got 21 years old. No way. 21 and 25. Let's see 2020. We've got 24, 24, 24. So we've got 3. In 2024, when Caitlin Clark is the talk of the town, all of a sudden, we've got this, gotta be 26, statistically speaking. You just figured that out, huh? These women are sabotaging their own league. You got your private jets that you shouldn't be having because you're projected to lose out on $50 million. That's what you're projected to lose this year. You just got your bullshit flights that you don't deserve. And you have someone that can actually make the league viable. And you're doing everything in your power to see her fail. Send this league to the nether realm. It does not deserve to exist. Everyone's been saying that, but we kind of said, whoa, wait, maybe now. You know what? We could be wrong. And I was thinking that too. I was like, oh shit. Maybe Caitlin Clark's going to start a revolution and evolve women's basketball into a viable, entertaining sport. And you've got these fucking hardcore lesbians ready to shit all over it. They deserve all the failure. And I hope Caitlyn goes to that little Big 3 league that Ice Cube has, that he offered her a contract. She needs to get the fuck out of there, where they are literally trying to bully and hurt her and damage her reputation and body, and go somewhere where she's appreciated. Because all you got is a bunch of haters. That's all she's got to deal with here. No appreciation. They should be fucking kissing her feet. Honestly. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. They gonna get what they deserve. When Caitlyn Clark's hype dies down due to their jealousy, they gonna feel it. And they're trying to expand. Man, get the fuck out of here. These women are terrible at running anything, bro. But let me know what your thoughts on the comments below.